Hey and welcome to this in-depth tutorial of the Galway Girl. Hopefully by the end of it, if you like my style, maybe you'll hang around to become a full-time Avid Learner patron. There is a 10% discount for every 12-month subscription, so if that's something you're interested in, please join the fold. So, to play this song we're going to need 4 chords in the key of C, and they are the 1 chord C, the 4 chord F, the 5 chord G, and the 6 chord A minor. The strum I'm using for the bulk of the time is this: down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Occasionally there's going to be some accents to go with the flow of the tune. So we start the song with a C for 4 bars. If you would like to get a really nice sound, you could play a C5, which is going to make it sound more like a mandolin, because there's no third in the chord. So you've just got G, C, G, C. Well, I took a stroll on the old long walk of a day, and now this little thing I'm going to refer to as the dip, just because it's a term I made up. It goes like this: A minor to G, F to C, and then C, G, C. So if you can start recalling these things now rather than having to refer to the sheet, it's going to help you to be able to perform the song later by yourself. So let's just go over that a few times. We're going to go from the verse to the F, back to the dip: A minor, G, F to C, C to G to C. A minor, G, F to C, C to G to C. Okay, I'll play it through in time, but nice and slow. I'll use the C5 to start with. Here we go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a... Well, I took a stroll on the old long walk of a day, I met a little girl and we stopped to talk of a fine soft day, and I asked you, friend... Okay, so in there we have an accent. You want to be able to get that 2 strums on the F chord. And I asked you, friend, what's a fella to do? Dip, if her hair was black and her eyes were blue. And 2 more hits on the F, and I knew right then, and again, I'd be taking a whirl round the dip, round the Salt Hill Prom with the Galway Girl. With a Galway Girl. Any old Galway girl will do. In the instrumental section, the chords go like this: da 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 da. F back to the C, F to C, G to C, G, and then you land on a bit of an accent on the beats 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2. And then you do that 2 times. On the 3rd time through, we go to this progression, to the F. Da 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 with that same accent. So what I'm going to do is perform that nice and slowly so that you can practice along. I've set the tempo to 100 beats per minute, The original is 170, so it's quite slow. Let's just practice the chords through from the intro, starting with the C5. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Singing starts. F, A minor, to G, to F, to C, C to G, back to C, F, F, C, F, F, C. Here comes the dip, A minor to G, F to C. 2 hits on the F. Again. Here comes the dip. A minor, G, F to C. Okay, here's an instrumental part. F to C, G to C, G. 2 hits on the C. We were halfway there on a day, I, F. A minor, to G, to F, to C. G, back to C. Ask you friend. 2 hits on the F. Tell me what would you do? Here comes the dip. A minor. Hair was black, F, eyes were blue. F, and I took a hand, 2 hits on the F again, and I gave her a twirl. Here comes the dip, A minor, G, F to C. Okay, instrumental section. C, F to C, G to C, G, 2 hits on the C. We do that whole thing again. F, back to C, F to C, G to C, G, 2 hits on the C. Okay, third bit F, C, C, back to G, F to C, G to C, G, back to C. Okay, and they're all the parts. So you can replay this video and go back and practice that a few times. Try to remember the chord progressions without having to look at the chart, because you want to be able to perform this song live at a party without assistance of the chart. Give it a go. You can do it. The first thing you're going to need to learn how to do is a hammer-on, which is when you hit the string and then strike the string with your fretting finger with some force. You can do it down here. In fact, why don't you do the pentatonic scale? You're definitely going to need those. And the other thing is a pull-off. So that's when you hit the string and then bring your finger down. So you're getting 2 notes again with one strike. So an example would be that's a hammer and a pull-off. Hammer and a pull-off. That's what's going to make up our trills. Okay, so learn how to do those to start with, and now I'm going to walk you through bar by bar. I tried to play the melody with my thumb up here on the neck because that's the nicest sound you'll get on your strings, but it was just a little bit too fast, so I had to use my thumb and forefinger, and in the take I ended up moving my hand down here, so it's a little bit twangy, but if you want to get a nice sound, try to pluck around where the body meets the neck. So we start off with a hammer straight away. Now, before I go any further, there is 2 entry points to the melody. There's this one in the first instance, and later down the track we do this. I haven't actually charted that one, but it is 3 on the second string, from the G to the F, open E, D to C. Okay, so just keep that in mind. There's also an alternate ending that I'll show you later as well. So going back to the beginning, here we go. You've got a hammer, and another hammer, that's a really nice little Celtic riff. I love that. And you're straight onto the bottom open string. So all together. That's the first little figure you need to nail. I love the way that it finishes on the and, the one E and So it's not landing on the down beat. And that was a really weird feeling for me to get that. So that bar again. Let's go all the way from the top. From bar 1, 1, 2, 3. And you've got this figure happening all the time through the melody. And then 2 more hammers. That little trill at the end. So if I was to use my thumb and finger, it would look like this. Sorry. A hammer and a pull off. And then you hit the open string. Okay? And the last little bit is like this. And the last bit goes like this. And we've got this lovely little hammer, pull off, hammer and a pull off. One more time. Hammer on. And then okay, I'm going to play at 100 beats per minute. The original is 170. So here we go. I'm going to use my thumb in this take because it just sounds nicer. And at this tempo I can manage it. A 1, a 2, a Oh, 1, 2, 3. Cool. I'll play it once with my finger now. Same tempo. Oh, 1, 2, oh, 1, 2, 3. Made a little bluey in the beginning there, but I think that'll give you an idea. Okay. I hope you now have all the elements you need to perform The Galway Girl in the Key of C by Steve Earle, also by Mundy and co-written by Sharon Shannon. Thanks so much for hanging around. This isn't a YouTube clip, but gold star to you anyway. See you in the next one.
For now's the time to close your eyes and dream about